Hi, this is Zach and Brandon with Bulldog Rooter again. Still here at 2119 South Tekoa Street, Spokane, Washington. So we are at the sewer now with the camera. Just ran the jetter a couple times, so we're going to start pulling back. We are in the clay tile. Kind of hard to see, just sewer gases and some water and sludge. Or just water. We got most of the root intrusions out. You can see a little bit there at one of the separations. So a little bit more there. Might have to hit that one again. A little bit more roots there. Run the jetter through. Tip of the jetter. Condition of the pipe looks really well. Just some minor separations where they connect. Perspective-wise, the bottom of the screen is going to be kind of in the middle, upper part of your screen, and to the right a little bit. You can always tell where that's at by where the light is on our camera, or obviously where water is flowing. A bit more there. We're going to have to go back and hit that seam again. We ran the jetter through at about 4,000 psi this last time, and just kind of worked it all the way through, and kind of scrubbed up the pipe a bunch. And we're going to have to go through probably back to each individual seam and kind of work all those roots out and get it all nice and cleaned up. It does look like the tile has a couple, little chips in it where a little thin piece of layer has peeled off of there, but nothing major. I don't see any stress fractures or breaks or any holes or anything like that. Grade-wise, it looks really good. Don't see any bellies or anything in the line. Another root intrusion. We're gonna have to. Well, that one's off actually.
Yeah, it's probably just getting held down by the jetter hose itself. So it looks like right there, if we push it forward just a little bit, stop right there. So there's a separation in the tile right here where roots have been intruding. It's actually fairly thick, and it's just like kind of a little hole in the pipe. It's not going to cause too many issues because it doesn't look like it's going to obstruct any of the flow of water, but it's definitely kind of a bigger separation. Luckily, it seems to be sort of stair-stepping down to where if we push our camera head just a little bit more forward, you see how we kind of make a little drop and then we hit the other pipe, and then if we pull it back, you'll see the camera head start to kind of veer upwards, and that just means there's a little stair step down into the next one, the next section of pipe, and there's just roots around that seam. But it was fairly thick right there in that spot before, so we're going to hit it one more time. It should get it all the way cleared out.
Continuing to pull back. Pipe looks clean. Just transferred into PVC. As you can see, the PVC cleaned up really nice. There was quite a bit of sludge in here when we first started, but if you throw some water at sludge at a high enough PSI, it kind of pushes it out of there. It looks like brand new pipe now. Realistically, unless it was laid in properly, you should not have roots in any PVC. If a seam wasn't glued properly, or say it was laid on a rock and then the rock eventually, the pipe started to settle and broke through the pipe, you could get some roots in that way. So right there, it looks like you might have a little rock in the bottom, just right there, kind of towards the left-hand side of your screen. maybe. Doesn't look like it's really causing any problems at all. It's pretty small, really. So. So I'm guessing this line at one point, excuse me, was all clay tile. I'm thinking they did a little bit of a spot repair on it, actually a really big spot repair. That could have been caused just because, you know, maybe the clay tile had large separations in it, bigger than you know the ones we're dealing with right now, and they just decided to replace it. But yeah, as far as the PVC goes, it looks really good. It has good grade to it. Wasn't laid on a bunch of rocks, and it wasn't laid necessarily improperly. Say, like if rocks were laid on top of it, you'd kind of almost get an ovalized shape to it. Obviously, we have no standing water in it, so you know the grade's good. And we're at about 40 feet now. We were at about 120 and some change when we were all the way out to the city. So, but yeah, the PVC just looks great. We cleaned it up really nice, and I think our main focus now is going to be on kind of those teams that we looked at and talked about in the clay tile. And we're about 30 feet away from the clean out now, in which we're working out of in the garage. About 20 feet away from the clean out now. It looks like there could be a little bit of a separation here in the PVC, possibly.
Yeah, it's not really anything major. It just looks like a seam. If we push forward just a little bit as well, you can see that there's just kind of a little dip in it, which makes it almost look like a separation. I think it's just dirty right there, but it shouldn't be anything to worry about. It looks pretty minor. I don't think there's anything wrong with the pipe.
And then you saw those little bit of roots that were in the line, like that one right here. Those are just from, you know, maybe our camera head when we were pulling back. They were just kind of stuck in there, and we drug them back up. And right here looks like we're going to make a transition into a 4-inch black ABS, or looks like 3-inch actually. As well, this looks really good. We should be popping out of the clean out before too long, and looks like maybe some glove or paper towel, maybe?
One of our paper towels make it down there?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to get that out. No big deal.
Oops. And coming out of the clean out now, we're working through in the garage.
Once again, that was Zach with Bulldog Rooter.
Once again, this is Zach, Sam, and Brandon with Bulldog Rooter.
It's going to conclude our video.
It's going to conclude our video inspection.
Thank you.